What is up, guys? Welcome back to the back nine of the United States Disc Golf Championships presented by Innova. We're out here at Winthrop Coliseum, one of the most iconic courses in the world on tour. Really cool spot. We're out here really early too, so we'll get lots of practice in as well. Hopefully we'll get the content out for you guys nice and early so you can take a look at that. Been a few changes, kind of small stuff so far, but we're about to hit like the gauntlet section, the really tough long holes. So we'll see if anything's changed up in that section.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite places to be, I feel like. This is like, it's consistent every year as far as like we have a major where it comes back to the same course every single time. It changes a little bit, but it's just like, it's a special place, man.
A lot of big bombs too.
Right.
That's one thing that I noticed at MVP. I was so grateful that I got to throw 3 or 4 full distance shots.
Yeah.
And we're out at another spot where we get to throw another 4 or 5 full distance shots, and it's so nice.
So nice. Speaking of which, this is a good example.
This is the one. All right, let's break it down. Hole 10, par 4, 549 feet. 2 ways to play the hole, really. First one is to throw a chip shot out to the left here. You want to go about 300 feet somewhere next to that that last tree there, up shot to the pin, or you can go for the green from the tee pad. The only issue is any OB at any point during the hole is limited to rethrow or drop zone. So if you miss the first shot from the tee pad, you go to the drop zone, which is actually pretty gettable, so it's reasonable to get up and down for par. Yeah. But if you miss it from anywhere else, your best option is probably rethrow. Definitely puts a lot of pressure on, but it's fun to have an eagleable par 4 out here. Wow. I think it is only maybe 480 to the pin.
Yeah, I think it's under 5.
I think the 550 is more as if you play the hole out to the left and then over to it. So I'm gonna try to throw a flex, get it out to the right where there's more airspace, fade it back into the hillside.
That bush can really mess people up too if they go for like the line drive type play.
Right.
So it is kind of right in like the little tight flex line.
You want to keep it high.
You do that and it's no problem.
Just
nice
like
shot.
that. That's how I'd like to play the hole.
Yeah, no wind. This hole is definitely gettable. It gets to be pretty difficult when it picks up though. I went low for it.
Oh, we threw into the bush he was talking about.
Yeah, maybe I put it in my head by saying it.
Got a couple good stable nukes that I've been liking for this kind of shot. Let's see if we can throw it. Good.
Ooh, she gone.
That one's gone.
I'm gonna try. This one's not as stable, so I have to try to hydro flip it up though.
Flip.
I don't think it's that flippy though. Oh, that might be safe though. If it's long enough, I think it might be safe.
All right, let me try this up shot. I will throw this if there is a good bit of headwind, because the go for it shot is pretty sketchy.
I don't know if I've ever laid up. I think I've always gone for it because I hate that. Oh, that might be safe. That might be safe.
Man, I keep thinking that one's more stable than it is. I need to throw my other one like that.
I think rain, wind, I've always gone for this hole.
Always gone for it?
That's especially now that I have the Halix. This is asking a little much for this disc probably, but let's try it.
I remember you.
Do it on highs off.
Wow. I remember you getting this with an Onyx pretty consistently one year, and I was blown away by it. There's a better shot.
Yeah, but can I get that with a Malita? Malita, here we go.
Good shape.
Go! Go!
Man, that's close.
I think it was just 2 nose up.
Yeah, well.
It was just stalling the whole way.
I think it was a pretty solid attempt, and it's just not enough disc.
Yeah.
This is the key to the hole. If you want to go for the green, you've got to come to this drop zone and practice it and be able to get up and down, because there's a good chance that you end up here at least one of the rounds, and being able to save par and not take a 15 is so important. One more.
Huh. You know, I didn't think I was going to die today. And then that happened. And,
it was perfect. It was perfect. But you didn't.
Really puts things in
flinch,
perspective,
bro.
dude. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I needed to be humbled.
This shot's also not like easy, so it's good to practice this one as well. A little bit shorter. I think I like that. Yeah. So that's the only issue, is the birdie is really easy if you lay up every time. So if you take a par or 2, it might not be worth it.
All right, green Big Z nuke barely inbounds. There is also this little bit of a bailout area, so if you do go left and have enough distance, you can still be safe even if you are like 50 feet left, but you don't really want to play for that. You just kind of want to poke it. See if we can capitalize though. Huh. There we go.
This eagle feels so good to get though, because a lot of times you're like struggling a little bit. You're like, oh, the round's not going so great.
Right.
And then you turn one of these like big swing holes into a 2-stroke birdie, an eagle. It's just like huge for the scorecard.
Right. You can be like 3 down and then be like, oh, now I'm 5 down. I'm like actually having, like you can go from like an average round to a good round pretty quick. Just one hole. My best disc. Thanks. All right, hole 11 here, 734 foot par 4. We've got this little fairway strip that kind of winds its way through the hazard on both sides of it, and then OB on both sides of that, but nobody really finds the OB. So you really have to just kind of pick your spots off of the tee shot and then the up shot as well. Most people go distance driver up to kind of that middle landing zone that opens up the most, which is a little bit different this year too. That landing zone used to go all the way to the left, now it's not, so that might change things.
Right, I think that it was like this last year, but I could be wrong.
I feel like we could go left all the way still, maybe not. Yeah.
I think this is the right disc right here.
Hallex?
Yeah.
How much is Ricky paying you to say that?
Ooh. It's low enough. Yeah, you should be okay.
Because I just remember last year I was doing that shot and I could go long OB. But now, like, that's only like 20 feet left from the left hazard.
I think we want to be a little more right than we were last year.
Right.
I think it's the right distance, same as the last hole. I'm going to try that like stall backhand flex kind of shot. Try to land in the same spot, maybe a little further than you.
Interesting. Yeah, you would try to go further than me. You would try to just outdo me by a tiny bit.
Well, yeah, you threw it right on the OB line, so my goal is to throw the same shot, but...
Good. But actually good.
The center of the fairway.
All right, I'll try Onyx.
There is some OB on the right, so we'll see how close that is. But if that's not OB, then that very well might be the play.
Right.
I can see forehand working too. Let me try this Captain's Thrasher. Everyone says they don't move much. Maybe I need more hyzer. I don't know.
Yeah, the Thrasher definitely came out on that one.
Nice and smooth.
I don't hate that. Just get past that.
Get past this first one. That one's a little bit right, but I can commit that farther left for sure.
What about just ripping as far as you possibly can, ending up in the hazard, taking a ball?
Thought. That's not in the hazard. Yikes.
Distance contest is on Monday. I gotta get warmed up.
gotta get going.
That's not a good stall.
Yeah. All right, this is a little farther back, but it's a good spot to land. There's plenty of hillside to hit. Yeah. Grass is pretty long. We'll see if they mow it too.
This is the flick. Okay.
But I have to go Raptor to the pin, I think, from here.
Right.
Which I don't hate. Probably a touch short.
I mean, I kind of like this play though. The forehand has the right shape into this slope.
Right, into the hillside for sure.
Nice.
Both of our backhands are a little sketchy moving down the hill. Last year I thought it was like this.
Okay.
And it's weird up by the basket too.
All right.
I think it's the same. Yep.
You're probably right. I wouldn't trust my memory.
Yep. Not many people do, to be honest.
That's good.
It's a cool shot because you can kind of give it a run. You don't go too far past if you're chain height. I like that it's hazard instead of stroke and distance.
Yep.
Because there is chance of like potential roll away.
Right.
Off that hill too, which made this hole so tough.
No, I think this hole plays really well actually.
Very solid up shots. We'll take these any day of the week.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not that. There we go.
Yep.
It is OB in the circle though, back here, so you can't go too far. That one's yours?
The one that's mine is the one that has your name on it, bro.
Oh yeah, neither of these have my name on it. Whoops. Hole 12, 901 foot, par 4, OB everywhere, everything is stroke and distance. This is one of the best holes in the course and probably the second most blow up hole on the course.
Yeah, I'd agree.
This is one that you step up to and you got a little bit of dread in your stomach of what you got to do. My biggest issue with this hole in years past has always been that we throw off of a sideways leaning sidewalk. And we are now throwing off of a turf tee pad that is level Love this change.
That's crazy.
I think this is amazing. I'm glad that this has happened. This is
well done to the staff out here.
Yeah, for sure.
That's incredible. Huge step in the right direction.
Step in the right direction for sure. The play I like on this is to throw it as far as I possibly can. I find that if you can get past this first OB bubble and even like basically past the left OB bubble, fairway opens way up and you don't have to play percentage shot. The only thing with that is you got to be able to get up and down from the drop zone. Again, kind of like hole 10, but I do like this play. I'm going to send it.
Hold. Oh, it's beefy.
It is beefy. Wow.
It is beefy. Drop zone.
Not ideal.
I'm gonna throw my kind of straight nuke, kind of at that left edge of that big tree on the right side, and then try to just fade right in front of it.
Looks pretty good. Nice shot.
You like it?
I don't like that play.
Okay.
Your shot was great, but like it looked like it almost landed in the OB, right? And then it's like if you go quite a bit higher,
to the left, I'm going OB also.
Could also be OB left.
Right.
You threw really well though, so I'll give that to you. Let me try this flex again, see if I can do my shot justice. Sheesh. You just get that turn, and then I can't really reach the like far OB.
The right OB?
Yeah, the
that
far
was
right.
really good.
So
I'll try that one a little bit more, that line a little bit more with this nuke.
It's close. Oh yeah. Wow,
That's
that thing
great.
holds nicely.
Yeah, it's a lot less stable than the nukes you threw.
Yeah. Very nice.
Okay, that might be the play actually.
But see, that's so far up there that you're kind of past the OB.
Right. That's the play. I like that. If you can get past that left OB, that makes the fairway so much wider. The other play is just to lay up, which I think you'll have people do as well.
I don't think it's a bad play at all.
Lay up, get a 4, which people will be taking 12s on this hole. I've seen it. So.
All right, I gotta throw this out there. 2 years ago, I went 14 down on 10, 11, 12 combined.
Wow. That's insane.
So, I mean, I took like 7th place. So there's a reason I did well.
You just do good. I mean, you can honestly just do good on these 3 holes, average on the rest of them, and get like a top 10. It's just crazy.
It's way under par on just 3 holes, yeah. Once again, this is the key to the hole. You got to be able to get up and down from the drop zone. I think it's like 350, something like that to the pin. Just about.
I shot 360 at that tree on the left.
Okay, right. I'm throwing it just at that tree, trying to come just barely in front of it.
Yeah, the forehand in my mind works so much better than the backhand does for this upshot.
It stays in bounds kind of the whole way.
Right.
And then it lands on the flat up top, so you get a nice predictable skip.
Yeah, because anything right at that basket, it slopes severely, so those backhands that hit that, a lot of times will just bounce and roll away.
And you don't know where you missed. Like, sometimes it'll be OB and you're like, am I short or long?
Well, I feel like that's inbounds the whole way. Maybe short? No.
It looks a little short.
But it's probably safe. Please, please, oh please tell me it's safe.
Please, oh please. Yeah, but it's just shorter.
I'd be happy with this tee shot, but definitely a little awkward. That's got to be safe.
Yep. I think you're a little bit left with that one. Probably 25 feet
left of the basket. Yeah, for sure. Which I don't hate though. I'd rather be left than right.
For sure. It takes a smash to get OB right too. You know, if I do that, that's the way it goes. Oh, you snuck back in.
Just barely in bounds.
The last little curl got you there.
That's sweet.
But yeah, it's nice and flat up here. You get a good predictable skip. Like you said, you're just a little bit left. I'm throwing at this tree and I'm trying to fade just in front of it, which should get me to about here. That tree is also in bounds. So if I hit that tree,
if you tickle it, it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yep. You just can't come up short, which is the key there.
Yeah. It's a cool hole. I like this one.
Very solid.
All right, hole 13. You guys probably remember this hole. It stands out for sure. We've got this big like landfill hill to throw over. 713 feet for the B pin, 818 feet for the A pin. So it does play a little bit different depending on which pin it is. Tee shot's the same, straight, little drifty to the right, and then fades slightly. It's really easy to go OB right with this shot or into the woods left since they're throwing it uphill, and it kind of wants to just fade off either direction. So it's really kind of tough to land in the fairway. You also want distance, especially to that A pin, so that makes it even tighter for the fairway, so it makes it more difficult. We used to have this hyzer line, which I think is probably not in play anymore. These trees have really built up a long ways, but
it really has grown.
Can't really see jack from this angle, so Mason, you want to go up to the top of that hill and show us the little panning angle? Good luck. You should be safe, but then again, I almost died today, so who knows? I'm going to go with passion. I want this just to break a little bit to the right and then just not fade a ton.
It just goes really straight. That would be ideal.
It's a touch right, but it should be safe.
I think you threw it low enough. That was so low.
Yeah,
I think you're good.
Low. Get a little head nod from Mason. I think it's probably safe.
Cool. Shot that I like to go is much different than yours. I'm going overstable. I'm going to force flex it and try to get out to the right, but high so that it swings back to the left. So it's kind of a specific shot, but as long as it's going back left at the end, it's almost always safe.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Get it out to the right, and then it's just basically a hyzer.
Looks great from what I can tell.
Yeah, I think it's good.
I'm going to try a little bit more aggressive with my beat-in Onyx. It has kind of a similar flight path, but I'm just going to try to rip it a little more.
Man, it's a good-looking shot.
Yeah, I think it is nice to keep it low if I can, because it does mitigate the left and right movement, but it definitely puts the hill in play. Which
right, you'd hate to be
would hate to hit the hill, yeah.
Yeah, throwing your second shot from there. Ways back here, but I don't mind it because I am in the fairway. This is a pretty safe shot. Gotta get the extra juice in the rangefinder. 450 feet from that pin, so I'm probably 350 from the short pin, something like that. I'm gonna try a Raptor to the short pin. The key to this shot is just don't go short. You can't go short right. It's better to push it long and straight and have a putt. So just get the nice flex out there. That should be pretty solid.
That's great. I'll throw one to the short pin too.
Look good. I'd love to be a little farther up because I'd like to go like Onyx or even Buzz OS if I can get even farther up there. But arm's a little weak today. I'm gonna go Captain's Thrasher from here. Oh, it's close, man. That disc is so flippy though. Really close.
I think it's flippier than when other people throw it. You know, you rip, so it's like you're turning it more than other people.
I definitely turn things right. Try a nuke.
That was a good bit of hyzer, I think. Like that was less hyzer than the Captain's Thrasher.
That was okay.
Yeah. From what I could tell.
Yeah, it's just not a useful disc to me if it's that flippy.
I think it's too flippy for you.
Yeah.
I might be far enough to get a nebula there. I'm gonna try it. I'm going to that back pin.
This is a hole where it doesn't matter if you go too far, I would say. So sometimes I come up short and I'm like, there's no reason to come up short, you know, like at least get it to the basket.
Right.
This is an Onyx. Even that's gonna be a little short, I think.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I like that flight.
Maybe I should go passion.
Nice thing about the passion is you can throw it at the left stuff and you know it'll go right.
Right.
It's okay being a little bit right too. It's a good miss. Wow, that was really close to the OB. Sorry, I'm in here.
Oh my gosh, dude. Okay. So I thought this Raptor was pretty good out of my hand, but I faded and skipped all the way to the OB. So I need to try to play that a little bit straighter for this short pin Gooseman's Raptor.
You an OB with that? That's crazy. Yeah, and it's more clear than it used to be. So
right. So they cleaned up a bit, which I like. Onyx is a little bit deep.
Interesting. Okay.
This pin does get to be pretty difficult with how close those couple of trees are right around it, which I don't really love because it's like if you'll just pin high but just left and just right, you'll just kind of bone, whereas long and short is better.
It's a really good idea for an easier hole.
Right, exactly.
So that you can really decide which side you want to put your disc on.
Right.
This upshot is so tough that it's like a roll of the dice.
Right. If it was like a par 5.
Yeah.
Then maybe if you had to, you can get a second shot to like just short of that OB patch, they were trying to go around for the forehand, and then the upshot's like 250 feet. Then again, it's fine the way it is.
Yeah, if you're in the right spot, it's a nice hole. Ooh.
But it's like if I threw a great shot and I'm right here, it's like, bro, I'm like straddling out, and it's like still really. It's possible, I guess.
Putt.
Yeah, so I'm 15 feet away from the basket, which is awesome from being 450 feet away, and I really don't have anything other than like a forehand, which of course you make anyway, because who cares? But
Hole 14, 413 foot par 3, and yes, they did it. I'm so happy about this. You can even see the remnants of the old tee pad right here.
My gosh, dude.
We were throwing from this like crooked sidewalk,
awesome.
off kilter thing, and now we have a full-on disc golf turf tee pad. Huge difference on this course.
It is.
One of the biggest things they've always been missing out here, so I love that they've made this change. The basket's kind of on like this island green. Everything left of it is hazard. Everything right of it is safe, and then past it is OB in the parking lot. 2 main plays, I guess 3, I guess you'll see. First one is forehand hyzer or lefty hyzer over the hay bales, spike into the hillside. I'm gonna try that first, what I've always done, but I don't think it's the optimal play. The optimal play Ezra is gonna show us is the backhand spike hyzer, because it gets a very predictable finish. And then some people will go like straight fairway or mid right at it.
Yep.
Crazy play. All right, see if we can get this forehand. The key with the forehand is you got to get it nice and high, pushing very straight. Got it straight, just didn't get the height. I'm gonna land that right at the bottom of the hill. OB, 45 footer for par.
Dude, if every tee pad on tour was like this, that'd be so nice.
It'd be amazing, man.
This is my favorite 12 too, I think. Well, it's not like too long.
It's so good. It doesn't rip up your shoes.
Right.
You can get a pair of shoes that works all the time.
Yeah.
It throws just like the grass on fairways.
Right.
So there's not too much
It's
difference
actually nice
between
too.
that.
It's a shoe that walks for the grass, walks good for the turf.
Yeah.
This one's nice too. It's nice and level behind it, so you have all the space you want if you want more of a run up.
Really well
Done
made.
right. The wood, even just for aesthetics, even looks nice
good, for sure.
All right, and more room to swing that hyzer off
Yeah.
than last year. And then it gets the pass skip and goes in the bucket. Right?
Really nice thing about this
And oh my god,
because the path gives it the check skip.
it's awesome. The pass skip is like it's an ace run instead of a straight OB.
The ideal thing.
Play.
If you land left of the path just a little bit, you're parked.
Yeah.
If you land right of it, usually digs like 30 feet.
Yep.
And then the path is ace run plus probably parked.
Which I guess the path would be a problem if you go like the low fairway play, because then it'll skip straight and low.
Right.
But that much angle just seems to bounce straight up. It'd be such a dream ace, honestly, to get the path skip ace.
I think Linus got it.
Did
right?
Linus get it? Oh!
I'm coming up a little short. I need to go a touch farther with that. Yeah, it's gonna be the same distance.
Yeah, if you just went low, obviously.
I was trying to spike it more because I'm throwing the nuke. That was not lower. I think it's still okay. All right, we'll keep working on it. All right, I like it, man. I'm a little short, so I need to work on getting it a touch longer, but it's in the circle. And I think that's a pretty consistent play. Oh yeah, nice putt.
Yeah, and I think, oh, okay. Interesting.
Speaking of the baskets,
I think as the week goes on too, Goose, as you lock it in, you like it even more and more.
yeah, I think you're right.
Because I've loved that play.
I make that forehand mistake probably a quarter of the time, and yeah, you just can't afford that.
Right.
Because it is just a bogey. Like, I'm not making that putt very often.
Right. I think this is one of my favorite holes on this course too. I mean, there's a lot of good ones out here, but I like this hole a lot. Hole 15, 539 foot, par 4. We've got this triple mandatory gate you have to go through. Typically a fairway driver, maybe a distance driver if you don't throw quite as far. That Hallex actually might be really good for this shot.
Yeah, you're right.
I try to keep it nice and low. The skip does kind of play sometimes, so keeping it low through that gap and then fading a little bit to the left is ideal. Mainly you just have to get like 400 feet off the tee in the mandatories, and then from there you can scramble and get a little upshot. So
yeah, it's one of the best holes because it's different. You know,
Right.
it really rounds out the course. It gives you a nice solid gap shot at high speed, which I like.
Should be able to throw it just nice and flat, kind of at the bottom 25% of that gap, and hopefully skip through it. Oh my gosh, a little hyzer again.
Yeah, it's gonna be good though.
I really need to trust the stability on that thing, because it has
Got some stability.
some integrity to it.
So it's so interesting watching people play this hole. In years past, I've thrown an anhyzer on it to try to keep the nose down, because the anhyzer is my best way to keep the nose down.
Right.
Versus I've watched Isaac Robinson throw this hole,
Yeah.
and he legitimately throws a fairway driver at the top of the Mando, and it just drops in front of it every time because he throws nose down.
Right.
I've been throwing better, so I'm going to try to treat this like maybe hole 3 at at Toboggan, and see if I can just get like diving down
downhill
into
hole,
the gap. Yeah.
Yeah, the nose angle is definitely imperative.
Lots of hyzer, very down.
Yeah, that nose angle is really good, Goose.
Super solid, right?
There's no feel of that like rising into the top.
That's the issue with the flex, is if my disc flexes before the Mando, it gets that lift.
Right.
Versus I think if I keep it on hyzer the whole way, I get a way more predictable shot. I just need a little more hyzer on that because it flipped up a touch too straight.
And that's still great though. Anything out there, I mean, you'll have a shot. You'll just have to have a gap shot now because you're a little bit further right.
The other thing to note on this hole is being short, like where he just threw his shot, is horrible, terrible, no good.
All right, you know what? Hold on a second.
If he were to throw the shot and miss by the same distance long, the shot's great. So
whip a nuke, is that what you're saying? Nukes in the woods?
I'm not necessarily saying you should do it, but it's a way better miss. That shot right there is like, it's too far, but you'll have a play for birdie.
Right.
Like, it's a huge difference.
I've definitely gone nuke in the past before.
Yeah, I'm going to try nuke.
Go
Still
left.
flipping up a touch. And I'm throwing him touch wide.
Yeah.
Throw it straight. Here we go.
That skip plays.
It's crazy how much that skip plays.
Yeah.
I think in years past, the drop zone was right here for the Mando. So it's basically just hit this initial gap with an overstable mid-range, go through there, and then it would skip over towards the basket. They've moved it back over here, which I think is probably a good change. This one looks a lot more difficult. It's not as difficult as it might be as difficult as it used to be. This does look familiar. This is the one where Sexton got up and down with like a forehand roller or something like that, I think. So now it's more of a flare skipping fairway driver, I think. If I can get left of the basket, it's kind of open over there for a putt. So just gotta get through, a lot of left. Ooh, that didn't go left at all. That's gonna be a little right side. Is that a putt?
20 feet right.
Oh, okay, sick.
Great.
Yeah.
So this nuke actually caught grass and did not go very far.
Oh.
So it's great.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm a little guy. I'm a little guy now. I don't know what happened.
I think I've hit the tennis court fence before.
No, I have too actually. I was on the cement and I was like, is this OB? I don't
Right.
know. Yeah.
And you're like, you have to throw like a forehand back to the basket.
Yep. This is a great spot though. If I can get just past the bushes there. I've actually got this little forehand gap I'm gonna try for. I've never seen this before. I think that one bush got cut down a little bit, so I can just go flick.
The nice thing is anything out the gap is scrambleable. These are all shots that you should be able to execute. So even if you get unlucky with a little bit of a tough lie, it's never tough enough that you can't do it.
Right.
I love this spot. This is one of the best spots I've seen. Nice, easy little forehand zone, a little short. This is the one that I skipped 100 feet off the tee.
It's the best one of all of them. That is funny how that walks. I think it was right. Was it right there? Huh?
Like blood.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I just got spiked.
That's not even a thorn. That's
Stepped
just a
on this
branch.
branch and it just went right through my shoe. So. New shoes too, about like 3 days old and just already cooked.
So you get some fun, weird putts if you're off to the right here somewhere, but if you're off to the left, it's pretty much wide open and it's closer than you think. You can miss a little ways left. You're still inside the circle, so it's a really good spot to just land right where Ezra is. It looks like a miss, but it's like the ideal landing zone. See if I can make a little Nicholas putt here.
Hey!
Oh, yeah. Drop it in there.
It's looking kind of sick back here. I feel like I'm in like Shorewood Forest with all these vines climbing up these trees right now.
That is cool.
Doesn't look sick. It's kind of dark.
That's pretty sweet. Hole 16, par 3, 391 feet. It's the beginning of the final stretch on the course with the best final stretch of any course, I'd say.
Yeah.
This one's a little lackluster, I think, for a hole 16, but pretty solid hole regardless. Two main plays people go with here: a hyzer flipping mid or fairway straight at the basket. You kind of want to get it like a little bit left of the basket so that it's kind of pushing back to the right. At the end, if you do hyzer out left a little bit, it's fine, but you can't go too far. The other play is the forehand hyzer, which kind of has grown in a lot, so it's harder. It used to be a hyzer, and now it's a stall shot, but I've been throwing stall shots pretty well. So we're gonna try it out. I think I threw it once or twice last year and birdied it both times.
Nice.
So
it looks like it keeps becoming more and more of a gap shot too, throwing that forehand, like
right.
that tree on the left and then the trees on the right kind of keep going closer together to where it's not as much of a
for sure.
open shot anymore. Whereas I feel like the right side, like up the middle play, almost keeps.
It might be bigger.
Almost
I
looking
don't know.
more defined.
Yeah. It's got to push. It's not gonna push. Ooh.
Through it all.
The thing is, it goes through it all a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think it knocks down in the OB much.
I'm gonna try Nebula straight at it.
Yeah.
Oh,
ooh, that's such a good line. If it
might have
hooks
got
up.
it. I might have got it.
Black ace.
That still would have been cool. Oh.
They're always so much fun too because it just blows up chains.
Right, it's going so much faster.
So much
than
faster than it needs to be. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get it out to the left and flip it to the basket.
That is so pretty.
Yeah, the little
Still got
hyzer at
the-
the end is fine. Yeah,
Still
take
has a
that
little
for
Buzz
sure.
OS fade. Melita might be the perfect disc for this shot, actually.
Yep. A little too much turn. Get past that.
Oh, it was close.
Good kick though. I think you're still putting. Buzz a little more stable. A little less hyzer. Keep it on the left side. Yeah, it really doesn't
Nice.
do as
That's
much as the Buzz OS.
That is the end of the flight is the first part of that flight very similar. I felt like, and the very end is just so much different. Just
Right.
the amount of fade it has.
It
The
just
tone
it,
is similar.
It just like very slowly went right, and then it never hooked up.
Right. I've got my OG Melita, which is just a beadless Malta, which is a nebula, but it's beat in, so it's a Melita. Does that not make sense? Does that not track?
Nothing you say makes sense. You throw discs that
It
nobody
makes
throws.
dollar bills, so that's the difference.
That's the line you're looking for. Is it enough? Oh, it's perfect. Yeah, that's great.
Something a Melita could never do.
Let me try the forehand one more time. There's that stall shot.
Ow. That was it.
Pretty solid.
Oh,
That's pretty good spread, man.
it's a really good spread.
What we got? 6 or 7 in the circle. 1 or 2 just out. Oh, just 1 outside. Wow.
Make it. You got this. Make it.
There's a nice putt.
That's huge for the program right now.
These artificial things are way better than the mozzarella sticks. They look way more real, and they play more real too.
Well, Goose, they are real.
Are they real?
They're real trees this time.
Oh, okay.
I like this a lot, actually.
That makes sense.
No, that's...
It plays way better because
That's it.
you get the feel of like they're thicker in some places.
It looks a
thinner in
little bit
others.
more natural, which is nice.
You can fight through in certain spots.
Right. Thanks. No, that's the best. That's the best, like, little obstacle I think that they've had yet.
Yeah,
You know.
they might have been this way last year. I don't remember.
We don't get paid to have memory.
Yeah, we get paid to live in the moment. All right, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the segment of Hold My Bag. This week is the last major of the year, last, I don't know, big tournament. I don't even know if they're going to do it for a Pro Tour, so this might be the last one.
Right.
All right, here we go. Tier 1, you got to do it. Gannon
Boo.
reigning champion, you got to pick him. Tier 2, I've been feeling really good in my game. My putt's been feeling good. That's what I've struggled with in the past at this course, so I picked myself, Tier 2. Tier 3, Sullivan Tipton. Feels bad picking him because we're going to be battling him in doubles coming up. So, you know, I'm not saying that like he's going to be a little bit below me, but he's going to be up there. That's my prediction. Tier 4, going a little bit dark horse player that hasn't been on tour almost all year, Joel Freeman. The guy plays smart, simple golf. It's really good out here on the course. Speaking of smart, simple golf, Nate Sexton, the OG man himself, going Tier 5. I think those are 2 solid picks that'll get me a lot of like safe points for those lower tiers. Just keep it in bounds, get those birdies when they're there. So if you want to sign up for the code, link should be in the description. And yeah, feel free to use my picks or see if you can beat them.
I like it, man. Those are some fun picks you got.
I like it.
Spicing
Yeah,
things
right.
up a little bit.
It's fun to go a little dark horse. You know,
Yeah.
that's the beauty of the Tier 4 and 5 is you get to pick some
Right.
people where you're like, man,
Take a
this could
chance.
go really well.
Yeah.
Go
That's-
horribly wrong. Just kidding. This tournament could go horribly wrong for any player.
Yeah. Speaking of which, hole 17. Oh my gosh. This is like the main hole across the entire tour, I feel like, where things can just like automatically go wrong. This one in hole 16 at European Open, I feel like.
I think
These are the two
European
closest.
Open has gotten to the point where it's surpassed this in difficulty and pressure, especially with Worlds being there.
Yes.
But this one still has the nostalgia.
It does.
This one's ruined over 5 people's run at this event.
It has. It's a short and gettable little chip shot forehand. It's one that you should be able to put inbounds every single time. But I mean, I've fallen victim to this hole. I don't know if you have, but
if you went out into a field and just had to throw up shots at a basket 255 feet away, you would get up and down 99 times out of 100.
Yeah.
Like it, I mean, it's crazy. And then you add in the fact that if you miss this slightly short or a little bit too far, you got to do it again, and all of a sudden everyone's just shaking.
You get chills like that. People love it. People love it when people blow up. So you got 2 pins here, 249 feet, 254 feet. They're kind of the same thing. The one is for the left, and then one's a little bit for the right. So that left pin gets to be pretty tricky because if you try to poke it, it's really skinny. The B pin, you can play a little bit safer to the bulk of the island and still have a good putt at it. A lot of people, like myself included probably, going to play like way right and try to play to the bulk of that island and have myself like a 30-foot putt to the right pin and like a 50-foot putt to the left pin. Zone forehand. Please go inbounds. This branch I feel like is more in play than it's ever been. So I'm going to try to go left of it and Heisel.
That's a nice shot. So I think of it a little bit differently than you. I think the left pin's the easy one and the right pin's the hard one.
Oh.
Because I don't even consider going for the left pin.
Okay, Phil.
And I throw a shot way safe and take my par. Versus the right pin, I go, okay, I can give myself a 25-footer.
Okay.
So I've kind of come to terms with I'm only trying to birdie the right pin.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take a par on the left pin every time. Right pin feels very birdieable. Is that the right distance?
It's great.
Oh my
goodness
gosh.
gracious. This is also a hole that people ace, and it's electric.
Electric.
I've been waiting all around for this shot. I finally put the Zone GT with the ring on top back in my bag.
Back
it's been
in the
a whole
bag.
year. These came out last year at the Pro Tour Championships, and it was like my favorite disc.
It never left, baby.
Yeah, I know. But it's got a little more bite than a normal Zone, so I think I can rip on it even more confidently and know it's not going to go long. So let's give it a little spin. Yeah, it's like it never left.
Well, it's such a good disc for that. Going back to what he's saying about this hole eating you up, I have a crazy stat on this hole too, I think.
Okay.
I think I've played it 6 times, and I am exactly even par on the hole.
Oh, wow.
I missed it 1 time and took a double because I chipped out, took my double, and then I've gotten 2 birdies on it. And every other time, which most years is just 4 pars, straight to the back corner, layup.
Right.
Call it good. Even I've had a few that were like 28 feet, and then I'm like, oh man, I can't even get it up over the cage, you know?
Well, you try to give it a bit, it's still a layup.
Even par over six rounds is kind of crazy. Here's my right play pin, or my left basket.
Saying
pin.
6 rounds or 6 yards?
6 years.
6 years, okay, yeah.
So 24 rounds.
24 rounds, okay.
Yeah.
I thought, it makes more sense.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh no, it's not actually 24 rounds. Because I missed the cut last year.
Ooh.
Oh, is that OB? Wow.
Somebody had to do it.
Wow, no way that goes.
What if you go, I don't want to go long, so I throw an extreme as hard as I can. Well, no.
It is tricky because the height only, oh my gosh. It's hard to get far enough right.
That would have meant so much for my career. Can you imagine an extreme ace?
Extreme ace.
Like that would have been the cherry on top.
Highlight of all highlights. There's the shot I like.
I could have died in peace. And now I'm always chasing that high. That's never gonna come. That sucks.
The putt at this basket isn't that bad either.
Right.
I mean, the only thing you can't do is hit cage and go right, you know?
Sweet putt.
So you should be able to run it. Like from there, you're giving that a full run, right?
He was trying to bait me into it. I do really like trying to land right of the basket because that's where it starts to like bubble out and the length is a lot more forgiving. So at least get right of that basket and then I've got 45 feet here. Still safe. That's kind of
Airball over
crazy.
the top. Ooh, it almost curled back in.
I don't know why I'm giving that so much height.
Second airball.
It's like the one thing you don't want to do is give it too much height and I'm just blasting them.
The little spinny putt.
Gosh.
Ching.
Extreme. How is this long?
You went just in front of the chains and then took a big skip.
That is the worst thing about the extreme is that since it's so blunt, it just bounces sometimes instead of like sticking.
Right.
Like you don't. I don't
this
think
shot
I've ever
is
seen an
actually
extreme
good for both
tombstone.
pins. I might have to remember that. This shot felt very easy to throw, although it was close. But I might throw this just the whole time for both pins, and then 25-foot putt for this is fine.
I think it's pretty reasonable to try to play all shots like right here.
Right.
You know, or maybe like right here.
Maybe even a little further right.
Then,
yep. That's a shot you should be able to execute almost every time.
Especially with the wind down.
With a zone, yeah. But like even this for the right pin, it's still a putt.
Yeah.
For the left pin, I'm laying this up, but.
Yeah. It's down the stretch, man. You got 2 holes left in the whole event. You're 1 back, and you need that stroke, and then you cash it. And you got hole 18, tied it up. Anything can happen. The dream is alive.
Has this happened to you before?
Nah, no.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you very much. Love the YouTube videos.
Yeah, appreciate it. Heck yeah. We'll film in one right now.
Yep.
Yeah. You guys are in it, actually. That's crazy.
Hey, good luck next week, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
That's crazy. That's like Inception right now. It's happening and it's happening at the same time. I don't know what's going on.
All right, here we are. Infamous hole 18, 647-foot par 4 to finish the round. One of the best finishing holes there is, maybe the best.
It's insane. I love it.
Super solid. I think most people are going to be playing like a turnover mid, trying to land right. If you can see that like drop zone in the middle of the fairway, whatever it is.
Right.
That's where everyone's trying to land.
I think it is. If you miss the Mando, I think you go to that, right?
Okay, that would make sense. Yep. From there, you're going up over the hill, back down to the left to kind of a really weird green. So
very specific.
It's a very specific shot. You got to practice it to know exactly the kind of shot you need to throw. I'm gonna try Buzz OS off the tee. Little bit of turn, try to get it to land right on that spot.
Nice, Goose. Take that.
It's
almost like you said to double Mando those 2 little whiskers.
The 2 little whiskers there? Yeah.
Yeah, this is one, I feel like we were both going forehand in the past.
Yeah.
But the ground play is so inconsistent that we both ended up going backhand now to where it's so much more manageable to just land it soft and flat. Nebula.
So the forehand we were
please
both
hit the Mandos.
Playing.
I think I got him.
Oh, we got
right
him.
of them.
No, that's a
too
miss.
right.
That's a
Sure.
miss.
This game is so hard. That's crazy.
Re-tee.
This game is too difficult.
The forehand we were both throwing is a big hyzer, putting out over the water, coming in front of those trees. And it's a little sketchy because you start like OB kind of the whole way.
Right.
The forehand I've seen work the best is something that Sully's really good at, which is kind of a stall flex and get a little farther up.
Not on Monday, he won't be.
Yeah. Good point. Let me see if I can throw this shot. So it's just like a little further up the fairway, but you kind of keep it low.
The ground play is still sketch to me, man.
Sketch,
like that almost had a chance of skipping OB and definitely had a chance of standing up and rolling OB left.
That is better as far as you're not risking never being in bounds though.
100%.
So
that is the worst thing. The worst thing you can do is throw a
that.
forehand into those trees left and rethrow.
It's just such a harder shot and a little bit more unpredictable than the shot we're throwing, and not a lot to show for it. All right, all you. I mean, because you're out because you're the weak guy.
Well, I missed the Mando, so I should actually take it back and go. All right, this is actually a really tricky little upshot. 2 great tee shots. We've got a lot of work to do. We got this little gap shot up the middle, kind of right at you guys. We've got to fade it off left of that big tree and short, but the OB on the left side is really tight. The green slopes severely left downhill, and pretty tricky. I'm gonna try to rip a zone and see if this is enough disc. I don't know if it will be.
Not enough disc is fine as long as you find the fairway.
Which I think I might have. Yeah.
I think you'll just be a little short.
Let me just throw the nebula again. If I should go nebs.
Yeah, probably so. Thank you. Perfect. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, it's high. I don't like the height.
That one's gonna surely.
It's too short, right?
It's gotta be. I'm gonna try quick turning Crystal Raptor. Yeah, a little toned down flex shot. That's kind of my thought. Oh, I had the shape, I think. Just threw it in the ground.
You know what I think it is?
Because it's going so left.
I've been throwing this shot in the field pretty well. I'm gonna try it here. I've been using this swarm, which is really nice for this little forced flex shot.
I'm thinking the same thing.
If I get the spin and snap right, it should work out really well.
One of the really tough things about this shot is the tough footwork.
Yeah.
gonna try one from the drop zone.
Right, if a little bit shorter, it's a little flatter.
Yep.
He kept filming it. Might be good.
Yeah. Man, I like all of those if I threw them in the air, bro.
Yeah. Just it's so specific. This forehand's great though. I mean, this is level enough to where it maybe shouldn't roll, I guess, but it's still
kind of
sketchy.
sure.
But this is just a little chip backhand shot. I mean,
Yeah, maybe. Let me see if this is any easier. Short.
No. Oh yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
15 feet short maybe. Zone didn't quite have the legs, but you can make up for it with a good putt. A not scary putt at all. Oh, no.
Ooh.
That's so bad.
A really common missed upshot on this is to throw it too straight and too far. So you'll look like you threw like a great upshot and you'll sneak OB at one of these rocks over here because it didn't get left at the end. But Swarm was great, Raptor was great. I think the zone was a little inside that last tree, but turned out great.
Yeah, the Swarm is a nice little distance in the zone. I like that play.
Yeah. I think for me it's the Raptor, man.
Yeah?
My Raptors are really stable right now. Throw them kind of soft, call it good. All right, well, Ezra's retrieving that disc. There you have it, guys. That is a wrap for the back nine. One of the most solid stretches, final stretches on tour. Great course out here. We love playing it. Not too many differences this year. Usually that makes some kind of weird change that everybody's controversial about.
I think 3 might be that way.
Three's a little bit that way. Does it? Make sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on socials. Check out the merchandise on the website. And we'll catch you guys at the Pro Tour finale for our last video of the year.
Heck yeah.